Hey everybody, guess what I found in my subscriptions today? Literally the worst thing ever. Yeah, but seriously, Mike.com just released a video called The Day the Social Justice Warriors Disappeared. And it is just as bad as it sounds. I was gonna review the Ragnarok trailer today, but, the universe loves fucking me in the ass. And oh shit, I think I bit my lip. Anyway, I'm gonna respond to this video, so let's venture on down into hell.
At first, I just thought my internet was down. Maybe something wrong with Facebook or Twitter. But they were gone. All of them. It was the day the social justice warriors disappeared.
Ironically, that was the same day Hollywood started making good movies, people weren't being harassed on Twitter, and the day, basically everyone stopped having to take aspirin on a daily basis. And let's go back to that memorial for a second. People who have seen all my videos know what I've said before about social justice warrior egos. That social justice warriors are egomaniacs who think they don't deserve to be picked on because they believe in something which is fucking retarded. They think there is no wrong way to talk about social justice. If it comes out of their mouth and they're passionate about it, they're automatically these pious monoliths of goodness. And then as soon as you criticize their methods, you're a fucking asshole. Climate change is real. Racism is bad. They completely ignore the execution of the message. You can say racism is bad because, yeah, it is bad. But if you say racism is bad while pepper spraying a Trump supporter in the face, might not be the best idea.
At first, I was like, yes, these cucks.
And what are you supposed to be, a disappointment?
Have you ever watched a parody and gotten that warm, tingly feeling in your brain when you know exactly who they're targeting?
Just thinking about it gets me all hot and squishy.
I thought they all blocked me on Twitter, and I was like, hell yeah.
Chris is just as opinionated as Andy, and they've reduced him down to a POC doormat.
He's a POC victim of his white supremacist assholery, and that's just not okay. It's not okay.
And the choice to make Andy look like a mindless dude bro, don't tell me that wasn't a conscious fucking decision. When one of the guys who wrote the sketch looks like he could pass as Andy Warski, but yet he's not used as Andy Warski.
We were thrilled the day that the SJWs just disappeared until we started making the next video, and then suddenly it was like, ugh,
There's not enough words to describe how dumb this is. Because anti-YouTubers will be the first ones to fucking admit, hey, if you morons weren't around, I'd have nothing to fucking talk about. But what Mike and social justice warriors don't get is pointing this out is basically an admission that you motherfuckers are awful. You're basically admitting that what you talk about is frivolous and dumb, that your stance on social justice is counterproductive and harmful, and that you are all cringy and useless. You're admitting that. You're actively fucking admitting it. And that renders the entire satirical value of this video completely useless. And then it has the reverse effect, and you actually end up satirizing yourselves. The writers of this fucking sketch genuinely thought they got their asses. Without our horrible behavior, you'd have nothing to talk about. we got your asses. No, you didn't get shit.
What do we even talk about? Having an original idea turned out to be kind of hard.
So what you're saying is people thinking that social justice warriors are a boil on the butt of humanity and just completely counterproductive to social justice in general. That's not an original idea, and that's a common idea. Like I said, once again, you're basically admitting that you guys are awful. Why you motherfuckers can't roast or satirize correctly, I don't know.
girlfriend and I were finally gonna start talking about a family. My motorcycle lease is great, but still gotta pay that. Hell, I was gonna start paying my token Asian friend for these videos. I'm really sorry.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm sure they think they're being tolerant by making the Asian look like a punching bag to the oppressive white man, but they're not. It's still fucking racist. You're basically saying that a person of color who turns out to be an anti-vlogger is possibly just a victim with no opinions of their own. They're just like following along with this white guy for money and nothing else. Not their own personal satisfaction, not because they have the same opinions. It's because they just want money from this big, strong, obnoxious white guy who has all the money. And that didn't seem fucking racist to them at all.
Look, Mr. Ching Chong, you should be grateful you are not white because we would have gotten your ass.
No.
I tweet out, "Don't you dare tell me what to do," to nobody all day.
Yeah, you know, and
I'm used to protesters. When I'm calling out immigrants, I am the center of attention. But the other day when I went to pick up... I realized there was no one knocking at the window in anger, and it felt, which is weird for me feeling.
What is it? What's wrong? I see dead people.
Why does he look like Matt Murdock? Like if Matt Murdock, instead of going blind, he went fucking insane and joined the Social Justice Warrior YouTube channel. I mean, he'd still be just as self-righteous as the real Matt Murdock, but...
But when I asked him to tweet about me being white so I could write a blog entry about being victimized, he said no.
If you know anything about Milo Yiannopoulos, is that he does not consider himself a victim of anything. Ever in life, ever.
It was a dream come true. Ship them all out. The less snowflakes we have taking up space, the more room we have for homeless vets.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Aren't social justice warriors all about giving up their privileged lives to help out the underprivileged people? I thought that's what you guys devoted your lives on, and now you're making fun of that as if that's not a good thing. Yeah, God forbid we actually help people who actually need it and not entitled, whiny, spoiled, self-indulgent, decadent, totally vacuous morons. Like, but hey, you know what? You guys know better than anybody. You guys have no interest in making yourselves look better, do you?
Not interested. N.I. No interest.
It's my job to call out reverse racism, bias, oversensitivity, bitchy women, fat bitchy women, and cowardice in this country.
For one thing, it's not reverse racism. It's just racism. Racism against white people is just racism. You're hating someone for their race. It's just racism. There is no reverse because there is no one way. So let's knock that shit off, please.
I could be a car model, or I could be a girl in a beer commercial. I could date an NFL guy, but I really think the convention circuit's what's gonna work for me.
Because I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. A relic of the Cold War.
Ding! So, that's the video. If you want to fucking call it that. I'm not going to point out the bullshit because there are people who are way better versed in this who are going to do it for me. It's just me reacting to the cringe in this video. And that's basically it. I thought MTV was bad, but Mike kind of takes the cake. I'm sorry. Because Mike started out this shitty. MTV was a slow progression. I feel like I'm going to shit out one of my titties. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe if you have a soul left.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.